Ever catch yourself humming a tune you swear you haven't heard in years?
Yeah.
Like it's just, bam, back in your head out of nowhere.
Happens to the best of us, right?
Totally. And it got us thinking, what is it about pop music that makes it so darn catchy? So we're diving into the irresistible hook, how melody and lyrics drive pop music's popularity. To break it all down.
Sounds like a fascinating read.
It really is. And it jumps right in, talking about how melody is like the backbone of any good pop song.
Makes sense, right? It's that instant grab.
Exactly. And, get this, there's actually a science to crafting a melody that sticks with you.
Oh, I bet. Like those songs you hear at the grocery store and 2 weeks later you're still singing them in the shower.
Precisely.
Mm.
And the source dives into how pop melodies are often super simple and repetitive, which actually makes them easier to remember.
Well, that explains a lot. Think about those 4-chord progressions you hear everywhere I'm talking. Journey's Don't Stop Believin', a ton of 80s pop. It's a tried and true formula.
It's true. And apparently there's even a name for it. The mere exposure effect. Basically, the more we hear something, the more we tend to like it.
That's pretty clever when you think about it. It's not just about repetition, though, right? The book also mentions something about upbeat melodies and major keys.
It does. And it's all about how our brains are wired. We associate those major keys with, like, happy and upbeat emotions. So pop music is almost like a little mood booster, a shot of musical sunshine.
It's true, there's a certain energy to it. Speaking of energy, what about those earworms, those catchy phrases that get stuck in your head for, like, ever?
Oh, the dreaded earworm. The source actually calls them hooks, and they say those hooks are strategically placed within a song to really maximize their impact.
It's true. They're usually tied to like a super memorable musical idea, and they often pop up at key moments like the chorus or the very beginning or end of a song. Think of the last song that got stuck in your head.
Oh,
I bet you can hum that catchy part right now, right?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, but lyrics have to play a role too, right? It's not just about the tune itself.
100%. The book actually argues that lyrics are just as crucial as the melody when it comes to making a song stick with you.
I can see that. Like, a good lyric can totally make or break a song for me.
Right. And this source really emphasized how pop lyrics thrive on being relatable. They often use simple language and focus on universal themes like love, heartbreak, friendship, things everyone's experienced at some point.
It's like the song is speaking directly to you, even if your life is nothing like what's in the lyrics.
Exactly. It's about tapping into that shared human experience. Take Adele's Someone Like You, for instance.
Oh, classic. Gets me every time.
Right. The lyrics about heartbreak and trying to move on, they resonate with so many people because we've all been there, you know?
Totally. And even though pop lyrics are often simple, this source argues they can still tell a story, even within the space of like a 3-minute song.
Oh, for sure. It's remarkable what a skilled lyricist can do with just a few verses. You can convey a whole narrative, a whole world of emotions in a really short amount of time.
It's true. And then this book also points out how a lot of what makes those lyrics resonate boils down to emotional honesty.
Definitely. Even if we've heard the same themes over and over again, it's that genuine expression, that vulnerability, that really allows the listener to connect with the music on a deeper level.
100%. Like, you can tell when an artist really means what they're singing, you know?
Right. It's like they're giving you a glimpse into their soul, and you get to experience your own emotions through their music. But going back to the source, it emphasizes that the real magic in pop music comes from the way melody and lyrics work together.
Oh, absolutely. They play off each other. It's just like that old saying, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Exactly. Like, think about a really powerful lyric paired with an equally moving melody. The impact is just amplified exponentially.
For sure. It's like the music itself is giving a voice to those words.
Yes. It creates this immersive experience that's both universal, because we can all relate to the emotions, but also deeply personal to each listener.
So basically, all those catchy pop songs we love, they're not just catchy by accident. There's a whole lot of strategy and thought going into crafting a tune that sticks with you.
It's true. It's fascinating how something so seemingly simple can actually be so complex.
Totally agree. And it makes you wonder, with AI becoming so sophisticated these days, could an algorithm ever truly capture that same magic? I mean, we've all heard those AI-generated songs.
Yeah, they can sound pretty realistic for sure.
Exactly. But could they ever evoke the same emotional response, tap into the human experience in the same way that a human songwriter can? It's a question worth pondering.
It really is. Makes you think.
It does.